Predator Pursuit is presented by nighthuntingdepot.com, your one-stop shop for all your night hunting needs.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Thomason and welcome to this week's episode of Predator Pursuit. This week we're picking up right where we left off out here in West Texas, guiding Paul Reginaldi.
Hunting predators, especially coyotes, is such a challenge. You know, they're just such an incredible animal. Their instincts, their eyesight, their sense of smell. There's so many aspects to coyote hunting that I find extremely fascinating and challenging.
Well, you know, it's kind of become a tradition around here. We always go to Skeet's house and make a stand, and to be honest with you, it's always been really good for us. So we're gonna head back in there and see if we can get lucky again.
That's a benefit of us killing these coyotes out here. We used to never see deer out here, but now we see them almost every time. And I can't help it. Every time I see them, I put that fawn in distress on and they come in. But that was a cool way to start the stand. I'm gonna get serious now. We're gonna kill a coyote. Good job, Paul. Good shot, Paul. I didn't know y'all saw one. I just heard some rocks kicking around and I looked over and man, he was right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, the coyotes are keeping us on our toes this year. They're coming in from areas where we're really not expecting them to come from, but you know what? That's what keeps this coyote hunting so interesting.
Yeah, I was fully expecting to come straight down this draw. I wasn't expecting them to come from behind us like that. Once you get down in here too, you really realize how thick this draw is. I mean, you get down here, you can't see 10, 12 yards, you know?
Yeah, it's very thick. It just happened so fast.
Oh, that is a super, super old coyote.
Yeah, look at
at
his
that.
canines. Just
Yeah, that's
both
cool.
top and bottom are.
That's cool. Yeah, I
Going
like seeing
down.
those old ones. That's a trophy coyote.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? When you kill those old ones, you did something when you outsmarted one of these old coyotes like that. So that was pretty cool.
All right.
Well, good job.
That sucker, man, he came straight to the truck, but Paul's killed a bunch of fox with us before, so we're just giving him a pass. But we're early on. I'm gonna crank it up and get serious. Let's kill a coyote. I've been waiting on that this whole trip. We finally got a coyote to come from upwind into shotgun range. That was awesome. Hey, second one right here. Hey, second.
Woof.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
We had those fox come in early, and I was just kind of playing with them, and I hadn't got real loud yet. And we're in some big hills and whatnot, so I got a little louder, and it's two of them. And one peeled off, and then that first one came in. I just lip squeaked him right. I mean, 25 yards and just boom, dropped him. Kind of celebrated a little bit, looked out there, and that second one was there. And I can't say it enough. Boom, pup in distress. And it was like immediate, here he come. You saw his eyes just boom, 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 bouncing in. But that's a good, fun stand. I mean, we had 2 or 3 fox, I think maybe 3 coyotes. I mean, that was a good one. Let's go find out.
All right, let's do it.
And then we'll go kill some more. Good job.
That shotgun wadded him up, didn't it?
Sure did.
Like I said, maybe 25 yards or so. Wow, look at that. Got little blood dots on his face where that 10 gauge got him. Another male. That's good. It might have been a pair. It's a little early for them to be paired up, but I mean, they still run together, but it
That'd
could
be interesting to see if this other one's
Yeah.
a female.
Let's go check him out. Like I said, he's only 25 and yours is maybe 80, so
Okay,
let's go look
let's
at
do.
it. We'll pick him up on the way back.
All right.
Yeah, there's number 2. You can tell that one's like half the size. That's why we thought for sure that was gonna be the female, but it's a male.
It's a male?
It's a male.
Oh my.
We
Yeah.
lost money on that one, didn't we? They were, like I said, it's a little early for them to be paired up, but I guess they're just 2 little troublemakers running together, you know?
Uh-huh.
Well, they won't be causing trouble out here anymore. We took care of that, didn't we? That was a great stand. I mean, we had a little bit of everything on that one. We
did.
We had fox and coyotes and shotguns and rifles, and well, we had it all. That was fun.
That was perfect.
That was good. Hopefully we got a few more of them left.
I think so.
Let's go try it. Let's see. Good shooting.
You know, it always seems like these first stands of the morning, they're always our most productive. These coyotes, they've been out hunting all night long, but early in the morning, they're still out kind of moving around and doing a little hunting, so it seems like that stand is always our most productive.
Right there. There he comes. He's just across that opening. Got him? He's standing there looking right behind that big bush. Okay. Going left behind the bush. I don't see. Oh, no, yeah. He's going left. Left. Standing there. You're good when he stops. Tell him to kill him. Ready? You! Man, I knew I shouldn't have put the call in that brush. I knew better. But he came in immediately, worked all the way up to the call, and he smelled me. Smelled where I walked. And he ran off. I thought it was over. And he turned and he ran. And I got the call back on and he came back. I can't believe it. I love the first stand in the morning. It's good stuff.
You know, this is one of those stands that I'll always remember because this coyote did something that coyotes typically don't do. He came all the way into the call, he smelled where I had walked, he smelled the call, he decided to leave, and then all I had to do was change sounds and he came right back. That almost never happens.
Oh, wow. That is an old coyote. I honestly thought it was gonna be a pup, but this one is really old.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of mange.
Yeah, that's what she's wearing. See all that?
Yeah.
Super old.
Uh-huh.
Should have been smarter than to do what she did if she's that old. But no, that was good.
Good shooting.
We were talking about when we set up. Last thing Paul told me before I sat down, he said,
Yep.
if one comes in, back me up. I was like, okay. Yeah, we just got kind of lucky, honestly. That all just was, everything was in our favor. I mean, we set up right. I should have put the call in a little better spot, but other than that, we had the sun right, the wind was right. I mean, we take a lot of time planning these morning and afternoon sets in the daytime because I hate driving through my spots. You know, you gotta have the sun right. You know, you want it coming up behind you. And when you do that, it works, man. It pays off. I mean, almost every day stand we've had this trip's been good. And that's just from planning it out and knowing where we're hunting. You know, over the years, we found these little setups and they've worked out really well for us this trip.
Good job, Paul. We might have been falling asleep after tonight.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you. I'm just glad you were awake. We ended up calling in 3. We had this first one come, and he worked his way downwind, never gave us a shot, and met up with another one, and they boogered off. Never got him. I was just messing around, and I hit the pup in distress. And I think this one was probably that one's pair. He come running over the hill.
Yeah.
That worked good.
Definitely was a team effort.
Well, good job. Good shooting. That's the darkest colored one we shot yet there.
Oh, he sure is.
Look at that. That rascal's got almost a ring on his back right there. For some reason tonight, they've been acting funny. They've just kind of flipped that switch we always talk about. And I decided, I was like, we're just going to keep at them and they'll turn back on, you know. And we've done that before and had really good luck. But man, tonight they just never did decide to flip that switch on.
Well, everything was perfect, but they just weren't responding.
Yeah, good weather. You think they would, but for some reason they didn't want to. But I tell you, this is it's a good way to finish it up. You know, this is our
very last stand.
Last stand of the trip. It's been good. I appreciate you coming out, and more than anything, I appreciate you letting us film it. And just, I mean, that was fun for us. We've never really got to do that for the show. So.
Well, it was a first-time experience for me, and you guys just did a phenomenal job. And you know, we still, you know, had some good kills, and always learn a lot when I'm hunting with you, and I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that. And it was a good trip, daytime and nighttime. We had some good action, so I'm glad we were able to get it done. But we appreciate you coming out, and glad you had a good hunt.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, you're welcome.
Well, guys, we had another great trip out here in West Texas hunting with a good friend and client of mine, Paul Reginaldi. You know, Paul, he was gracious enough this year to let us bring along the cameras and film his entire hunt. And, you know, honestly, we slowed him down quite a bit. He didn't get to shoot near as many coyotes as he typically does, but overall, we were still able to have a great hunt.
I always have an anticipation of coming to hunt coyotes. It's my favorite thing to do as far as hunting, and it just really makes it so special to be with friends. And I've developed a friendship with Jeff and Skeet. It just adds so much to the hunt when you're with good people. That's real exceptional.
You know, overall, I think Paul really enjoyed the whole process and watching us film and put the show together. And, you know, it turned out to be a really good hunt. We got some great footage, and I can't wait to come back out here and guide him again next year.